Hi, everybody. Welcome to We Be Fishing, the viewable podcast right here on YouTube. And we're a spinoff version of the B&T Catfishing Adventures channel. Welcome. If you haven't been here before, we're glad to have you. If you're one of our regular viewers, you know we love you. All right, breaking news. Well, maybe not for you, but it is for me. There has been a fishing law that has been reversed. That's right. Boom. They put the old nixed it type thing on it, totally changed it up, and I'm excited about it. Now, what this actually pertains to fishing and hunting on your own property. Right. The laws that they put on your own land. All right. So what this was an overreach by the government on you. All right. Now, as I say on you, I am talking about currently people in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Now, you say, I don't live in Kentucky, so how does this apply to me? I'm going to tell you about that in just a minute. However, what happened was last year, Kentucky created a law that made it that you couldn't hunt or fish on your own land unless you had a fishing license or a hunting license if your land was under, 5 acres or less, right? You had to purchase a fishing license. Now, I've got to admit, I don't own that kind of land right now. And I've been thinking about purchasing a place, and I'm thinking, okay, now I've got to purchase something over 5 acres, right? Because of this law, because I live in Kentucky. Now, to be honest, I fish the river and so on and so forth. So I'm probably going to need a fishing license as well anyway. So it probably wouldn't pertain to me, except maybe the hunting aspect. All right, so here's what they did. They said you couldn't do this, and this was as of 2023. Now, I went nuts, like I said, and I may have mentioned this to you guys before, but I did kind of blow it up on social media, and I tagged Kentucky government, I can tag Kentucky Senate, Kentucky House of Representatives. I tagged everybody who might be involved in doing this and might see this and maybe see my disapproval. Now, my reason for this and my logic that this is totally wrong is if you build, let's say you create a pond on your property, you dig it out, pay for it to have it done, all this type stuff, and it's done right. You pay to put the fish in your pond or lake on your property. Now the government's going to come back behind you and say you cannot reap the benefit or harvest from your liquid garden without us getting taxes on that. That's right. You got to pay us so you can eat what you've already paid for and what you created. This did not set well with me at all. Look, okay, on the hunting aspect, I get some things like migratory birds. They don't live right there in your area. Now, squirrels build a nest on your property, right? And stuff, and they're living there. That's where they live year round and so on and so forth. You have deer that live on your property, maybe, okay, I get that. But ducks flying in and out over, maybe. Okay. So you get it. Some of the hunting stuff I get, maybe you need a hunting license for, but when you dig your own pond and you catch or purchase fish to put in it, and they tell you you can't fish for them so you can feed your family, how's that not wrong? Okay, so here's what happened. In the first part of this year, the governor of Kentucky, I don't always agree with everything he does for sure, that he signed Senate Bill number 5. If you guys want to look this up for 2024, Senate Bill number 5 in 2024. Now, some of you that are regular viewers know that my stepfather passed away on the 1st of this year, and my mother passed away in May of this year. So I was kind of out of things. We also had a lot of other issues and things going on. While I tried to stay up on current events and try to get out there and fish and stay up on events the best I could, apparently I missed this. Okay, so what happened is Senate Bill 5 here in the Commonwealth of Kentucky rescinds that, or does away with that previous ban on you hunting or fishing on your own land without a license. Okay, so they said, of course, they tried to make it make sense and said people were taking advantage of this. Wait a minute. You live on your own land. Come on, how are you gonna? You're hunting and fishing on your own. How are you taking advantage of? I don't know if that's being taken advantage of, or it's taking advantage of the law that allows you to do that, and you were disappointed in that. But either way, they came back and they realized this was a major oops. Now, I will tell you, again, if you live in another state, you can make some noise on some of your laws that they put and impose on you guys, and that pertain to hunting and fishing and the hunting and fishing land or your waters and things like that, and make some noise. Now, I will not say this is because of my big rant on social media and me pushing this stuff. All right. Maybe it helped. Maybe it caught the ear of somebody that was influential, and they were able to talk to somebody else and get the ball rolling and stuff like that. So I'm not going to take credit for this whole thing, but I did make a huge stink. And again, I tagged everybody. If you were one of the congressmen or the House of Representatives within the Commonwealth, I tagged you if you were for this, or if you passed this, you were on my naughty list. All right, definitely on my naughty list, and I wanted everybody to know about it, what you did. Okay, they kind of put this out there, kind of snuck it in, and it was under the table kind of thing, and they kind of reversed it on the back end under the table as well. Now, again, so I get it. Many of you didn't even know this became a law. But I felt like I needed to come out and tell you this, since I'm just finding out about it, because I have still fairly recently even been telling people you can't hunt and fish on your own land in Kentucky unless you have a hunting and fishing license. Well, I stand corrected on that, and to be honest, I'm glad I am. All right, so there you go, people in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. If you own private land, even less than the 5 acres, it's your land and it's safe to hunt and all that. Go at it, hunt, fish on your own land, and you do not need that hunting or fishing license now. Now, I don't know if it applies still to migratory birds or anything like that. You may want to check on that one. But rabbit, squirrel, so on and so forth, yeah, you're good. You're good. And it used to be good for deer as well. So I'm going to say most all that stuff is still okay. All right. Now, again, if you live in another state, again, make noise. If they, meaning the government, the people in charge of your area, does something foolish like they just did in Kentucky last year, throw a hissy fit, scream, shout, tag them, put their feet to the fire, folks. Let everybody you know what they did and who did it, who brought the bill forward, who passed it by saying, I approve this bill. This was just an overreach to get more tax dollars, more revenue, is exactly what this was. And it was reversed. It was turned around. So, again, thumbs up, Kentucky. And guys, in government, okay, you turned it around. You made it right. I'll give you credit for that. Because that doesn't happen very often, that y'all screw up and you turn around and fix something. But you did this time. Okay, so I've got to give you credit for reversing that law and changing, or your decision on that. And we're so happy about that, folks. I had to bring it to you. Like I said, I've kind of fell behind on this one. I do apologize totally, all right, on this one. So again, feel free to get out there and hunt and fish on your own land here in Kentucky, and you don't have need that hunting and fishing license. Again, if you're not here, make a stink. If your government, state government, does something that you disapprove of hunting and fishing, again, hold their feet to the fire. Let everybody know who it was that voted for something like that is just a trash law, okay? And let people know. Whew, all right, we got that out there. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully it was informative to you people. And we're so thankful that you guys are with us, and we could bring this news to you. If you're somebody like myself that missed out on it, like I said, they just kind of snuck it back out there, probably hoping that you would go out and get a hunting and fishing license when you didn't even need one. So they just snuck it back out there. So we're informing you. So there we go. That nixes that on them. So now you know. Again, folks, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please be sure to do it right now. And you not only get We Be Fishing, this viewable podcast, but you also get the B&T Catfishing Adventures channel, and you don't want to miss that either, folks. Guys, be sure to give this episode a thumbs up, share it with your friends so they all know what this law is now as well, and that it's been reversed here in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. You guys take care. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon right back here on We Be Fishing. Have a good one.